hi to people who haven't been on. We've got our lovely new people, Maria and Louise, and Lucy is on. Lucy Parbury, hello. So, okay, area retreat. Is everyone ready? Shall I start? Okay.
Yes. Just going to summarize. Today it is Sunday, the 19th of March. Thank you, every single buddy, for coming at 8 to 9 o'clock. McCarthy region, soon not to be McCarthy region, soon to be McCarthy nation call. Honored to have you. I'm just going to sing something very quickly. Nikki, you and I can do this together. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
Babsy.
Woo!
Happy birthday to you.
Mwah.
That's actually cringing right now.
Get it. Hey, listen, if you're not going to...
Hi, Jack.
You say what? Say, Nikki?
I was just saying hi to Jack.
Oh, God, yeah. Lots of
everybody. Hi, everyone. Okay, cool. I've only just put you on like a screen thing I can see you because it's like on my iPad. So, this area retreat was extraordinary. If you can look at any pictures on Facebook, it's literally the top 3% of Arbonne there. So it's area managers and above, and it's all geared up to kind of, because basically when you get to area, you know, it's the same in every level of Arbonne. But once you've made a decision to join and do something, it's really the same. It's just more of the same. So, you know, what they want to do at Area Manager Retreat is basically focusing on everyone getting to region and then the regions getting to nation. So very focused, and it's very, very hard hitting. It's really amazing, really powerful. The whole theme of it was believe. We were all given a mug. And really, for me, they had lots and lots of clips of, you know, MVP speaking. When you first join the business, you're learning about the industry of network marketing, as we all are still, and you're learning about the products, and you're learning about Arbonne, you're learning about the compensation plan. And really, when you get to area manager, you're kind of getting that in the swing. And really, the whole big point, the thing that shifts everything from area to region is your belief and your self-worth. And the thing that comes over very, very frequently is that a lot of people don't feel that they're worthy of it, and really the believe theme is all about believing that you can be a leader and believe that, you know, you're worthy of changing people's lives and showing people, being the evidence, showing people what this is and how amazing it can be. And the structure of it is MVP speaking, new national vice presidents and the new regions. And they had little clips from like the Americans as well, who've been in a lot longer. So in a nutshell, this is all about building your belief that you can do it. So for me, it was really like when you first join Arbonne, when you first jump in, you think you believe that the reason you often you want to make more money, really, but at the beginning you believe that it could be possible that you could actually have a plan B that starts to become an unlimited income and is life-changing. And you're open really to lots and lots of things changing about your life because it's got to. And you're sort of taken on a ride, if you like, to that place. And what happens is you get to area and you're like, no, I really need to like step up. If you know, you can't sit at area manager because you're holding other people back, you know. And the point is that what we've all got to do, guys, is we've all got to step up and move forward so that we can all step, what they call step into your greatness, which sounds like a cheesy American, you know, personal development thing. But really, you know, getting to district manager is a big deal because you decide that you're going to do that. Getting from district to area, you decide that you're going to do that. Right, I'm sick of being district now, I want to be area. And it's exactly the same to get to region. You get sick of it because you're impatient and you just know that the thing that's really kind of powerful is that you realize that the longer you stay somewhere like area, you're holding up people that you're building. And what I feel is there's a whole bunch of people like bubbling up underneath me, and if I don't move forward, they're just all going to stagnate and just lose enthusiasm. And we've really got to step up and do it for lots and lots of reasons, but it's just about really making this real and making it happen and being the evidence and getting into massive momentum. And the way you do that is just to really, really commit and decide an emotion. It's a bit like when you sign on the dotted line when you first become a consultant. You're like, right, I'm in. It's exactly the same when you make a decision to move to the next level. You're like, right, I'm in. And there's no going back. You have to really jump in with both feet. And as a leader, you then have to show everyone, you have to get into massive activity yourself, and you have to commit. And it's about really, really enjoying the ride of that, enjoying it, because that's what Arbonne is. It is a ride, and it is an adventure, and it's like what we signed up for. We signed up for more of everything: more friends, more fun, more adventure, more travel, obviously more money, but more lives changed, more opportunities in your life. To all the people on this call I would never have met if I hadn't been doing Arbonne, and or got to know that well. And that's amazing. I have so much more in my life now. My kids, and the other thing that's really interesting is when you hear people who've done it, you realize how much more they have in their life. It becomes quadrupled or cubed, or just multiplied by a factor of sort of 200 really. And it's a breakthrough that everybody needs to do. You've got to meet your fears, you've got to meet your stuff about yourself, and that's really why I'm doing it. It's just changed me as a person, and I've got so much stronger, and can cope with so many things in my life as a result of Arbonne that I would do it anyway. I'm doing it for the ride, really. And it's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. And they talk a lot about being comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's a bit like, if you're just coasting along, you're going backwards in something like this, because you've got to keep moving forward. Momentum, the whole way the universe was created and the whole way that we are is that we can't stop moving forward. Everything is, there's only change that will happen. Change happens anyway. You get older, and then we're going to die. So it's like, should we just make this a ride? Are we just going to sit here and just tootle along? And, like I met a lady at a party, she was like, oh, you pack an awful lot in, don't you, into your life? And I was like, well, yeah. It's not like, well, that's why for me, it's not a rehearsal, So, they were giving you a few tools on what to do, on actually how to get to region. And basically, it's down to the area manager deciding that their team is ready and that they're ready and that they're going to do it. And once that's decided, it's then you need to shut the door and you're moving forward from then on in. And that's what we're going to be doing April, May. So really, really, really building now, and getting in lots and lots of activity. So really what they're talking about is getting sponsoring, because sponsoring feeds then product sales, because you could just talk to preferred clients, but really the genius side of this is the business, because that's what changes the world. We are creating our own economy with this. It's a whole new way of living your life. We not learn how to do this in school. We have to change our mindset, and we're educators, we're inspirers. We inspire people to have a different life. And the opportunity is there, because you should get paid a lot of money when you've reached the top of the company, because you've educated a lot of people and inspired a lot of people and spent a lot of time, pouring belief into a lot of people. And that's what you get paid for at the end of the day, is to get them touched with the magic that you have. Hot coals stick together. And we create more and more and more. And it's so exciting. It's so much fun. It's like you're living life on such a high and going much further than you would just on your own and in a small way. So, make this bigger and make your life bigger. And if that's what you want, you didn't perhaps realize it, but that's what you signed up with for Arbonne, is a bigger, better, more amazing life. And, there is just magic in that room when these people that have reached the top of the company, and you realize how much they have changed and how much they're changing the world. And it's so inspiring to be around those guys, and that's why you can't help but be on such a high. And it is about taking courage, really, really, really taking courage and jumping in, and deciding that the time is now to do so. Sometimes the time is now, and it's like, if not now, when? It's like you just sometimes have to do that. And it's like giving birth to a baby, because as soon as you realize you're pregnant, at the end of those 9 months or 8 months, you're going to have a lot of pain getting that thing out, but it's really going to be worth it. So it is not dissimilar to that process. And if you haven't had a baby, then just do it through Arbonne, is really what I'd recommend. get your kicks that way, really. The other thing is really making the most of all your contacts that you've got, and don't assume that often the best consultants are people who are really, really, really busy, because if they're really, really busy, they've realized that they can't keep that pace up. Corporate life nowadays, or working for yourself, is so intense and so hard hitting and such fast paced that lots of people are running to stand still. So there was a GP that had just become region, for example. People running, 3 or 4 businesses and still not making enough money. People that are really high achievers, but they're just not. They are very time poor and possibly even cash poor, because they can't build fast enough, or they're not making really enough money. But that's where they start doing something else. Really, the whole point of Arbonne is to actually give you better quality of life in every dimension. It's not just about money. It's about more friends, more value to your life, more giving back, more sense of achievement, more sense of self-worth. And that is really, really what's important. James, I'm actually on a call right now. I'll see you in a minute. James, I'm right in the middle of the call. Then you can run it whilst you've got your children as well. And it's really amazing. He needs his toothbrush. So I had it with me when I was away. So that's the thing, is actually the even busiest people are the ones that, the thing is, you've got to be quite skilled when you speak to those guys, because you can't make it seem like it's something to add into their life. You've got to weave it into a conversation and be quite tuned into what's going on with their life, and show them the value of something like this and being worth it, because they've got to really invest a bit of time before they do it, but they will often be the best consultants. So really what I've taken out of that is really be quite fussy about the people that you take on, because you're going to be spending quite a lot of time with them, and they really deserve to respect you and the time that you're going to put in to them. So not any Tom, Dick and Harry, this is about people that are quality people that get it, and want something else in their life. And that's really what I'm going to be focusing on. And the people that are actually doing something as well. So if people aren't really doing much, they sort of said, well, why would you spend time trying to breathe life into somebody that's sort of dead, basically, effectively, in network marketing sense. So, really, it's really about stepping up and becoming more alive in every sense. And, think back to the time when you started your Arbonne business, how excited you were and how positive you were and how you wanted to change and all of that. You go back to that, and then you basically relaunch yourself. Go back to all the people that you ever spoke to. I'm going to say thank you to all my PCs and all the people I've spoken to over 4.5 years, and just see what happens. Really get into massive activity. I mean, they talk about at least 20,000 in your central yourself, and then everyone else can follow in from that and do the best they can do. And these people that had just achieved region were extraordinary people. I mean, they were really, really inspiring and really strong, and there was a grit and a tone in their voice where they were just not going to take any messing. And that's the tone of voice you need. That's belief. That's a sound. It has a resonance that is unstoppable. You shut the door behind you and you're moving forward, and there's no next month, there's no none of that vague. And there's a real sense of achievement when you've done that as well. And the way their kids were looking up to them as mums, there was one girl that was describing, she had 3 little boys, and she told them, one of them had to go to school dressed as his hero. And she said, right, let's go to dressing up box, let's go out. What are you going to do? Superman, kind of thing. He's like, no. I don't need anything in there. He said, I know who I'm going as. And she said, who? He said, I'm going as you. And of course, we were all crying. This was her 10-year-old boy saying, I want to go as my mum. So he wore a flowery dress and then like a clip in his hair. And it was so cool that this lad was looking up to his mum. And that is what kids nowadays will have their own real role models. It's not all about, cartoon plastic superheroes. It's about real people that they know. And she is a superhero, that girl. She really is. She did it through sheer grit and determination. They put Post-its everywhere around the house. The whole team were involved. The whole family knew. And I must say, I've got my kids going, Mum, you promised us a Mercedes. When is it? James, where's the Mercedes? Where is it? It's like, are we doing it? Like, what's going on? So, I have people that I'm accountable here. I've got an accountability partner as well. They said, find somebody that you can call. So I have one. And April, May, 31st of May. I'd really like to do it before the 31st of May, by the way, guys. 30th, ideally. It's a little bit nerve-wracking to leave it till the last minute. So I really won't be doing that. And yeah, it's now it's the time to step up. It really is. And, why not? Why not now? Why not me? Why not you? What do you want? What dreams do you have? Make them happen. This is the way to do it. You don't sitting around going, oh, well, and they said no. And, kind of go and speak to other people then. Dust yourself down, get back out there. And enjoy it, have fun with it, have fun, because everybody needs Arbonne. They don't realize it, that there's even an option. There's millions of people that are never even going to find out about Arbonne. I had the most incredible Australian lady at the very end doing what they call the keynote speech, and she did say some very, some clear things that we're all really looking for, and she just outlined what those are. Everybody pretty much wants to make some kind of difference in their community. They all want to have some kind of accomplishment, hopefully, in their life, a sense of, when you reach 85 or 90 or whatever it is, what have I done in my life? Want to help others and want to do something that they love doing. And that's the whole point of Arbonne, is that you can fit that around, all sorts of things. So whatever it is that floats your boat. So I know I'm gorgeous new consultant, Louise, wants to set up a dog rescue centre. She's absolutely massive in Milton Keynes dog squad. And, why not do that? Whatever it is. For me, it's about kids. I cannot look at pictures of starving, dying children in Africa. I can't even look now. I can't even look at the pictures. It makes me cry. I can't do that. I have to help those kids. But I have to sort out the bills that I have here first. So that's what I have to do. And also, I've got a big barn that needs doing up where we're going to have big parties. So yeah, loads of so many things to pay for. It's not even funny. So yeah, got to get on with it. My husband just goes, just get on with it, would you? So yeah, JFDI.
Cool. Amazing. Thank you, Nikki. Did you notice she didn't look at any notes for the last 25 minutes? She has just been that divine inspiration, that channeling, and it's just come through Nikki's heart. And I love that, because suddenly you're talking from a higher place in yourself, because you're getting to a higher vibration where you're seeing your worth, your self-worth, and your self-love. So Nikki, thank you. That was incredible. And I just love the fact that you are telling your heart, your soul, you're bearing the fact that you feel gullible, you're like, oh my God, scary, we're going region. But you're on it, and you're talking about sponsoring people who want to work with you, who are ready to go, and who are genuinely up there, happy, positive, and who doesn't want more from life? And I think that's incredible. And Maria, you were there with your kids, your two boys, all over you just now, and I love seeing that. It makes my heart swell with pride. We had many babies over the course of the weekend, Maria. We had all the newborns, and there was that belief picture where everybody was either sat behind, where we leaned down, or they were in front, and they put all the babies on the top. And I love that this is a family business. You take your children with you. You do this business alongside. They are the best coaches, and you also can teach them. My 2-year-old, who's now 11-year-old, my youngest Libby, is emotionally so intelligent. When I started Arbonne, she came everywhere with me. I did her nursery, and boy, can that girl understand people. She can listen. She's a great inspirational little girl in her own mind. She's funny. She engages with people. She's like Oprah Winfrey. Seriously, she's super smart with emotional intelligence, from me speaking to strangers and her listening to my conversation again and again and again and again. And that's what you're giving your children in this business. We're teaching them a different type of world. Now, if you're going to a job and getting paid a job check, a paid check at the end of the month, that's a skill set that you've learned in the outside world. Now, Arbonne is completely different. There are many people who stood on that stage from Saturday and Sunday, like Nikki mentioned, ex-doctors, okay? Loads of accountants, by the way, loads of the Isle of Wight, the first region in the Isle of Wight. You know, her job was involving people who are multimillionaires. She was reinvesting their money to create them more money, okay? So you're talking, you know, people in corporate world, in the outside world of Arbonne, were very professional and very successful in their own right. Now, all of a sudden, they join Arbonne, and you know what? It takes them 4 years, some of them 8 years, this one girl, to get to region, right? And the question is, why, if you're so successful in your job, in your outside life of Arbonne, have you not done region nation in 6 months a year? And you know why? Because it's nothing to do with your skill set on the outside. It's your inner job. This, you get paid to inspire people. Your job is to find your self-love, your self-worth, and then your job is to show people a better world to live in. That's what Arbonne is about. So you may have the amazing skill sets you've learned at university, college, you get paid for that, but this job is always so much tougher in one aspect, but not in another, because you're getting paid on your self-worth and what you bring to the world and how many people can you help. Wow, isn't that incredible to think that? Each of you right here, and I am so proud of all of you for turning up on your Sunday night. Babs, it's your birthday and you want to be part of this? That is incredible to me, and I'm humbled and honored, and I love you guys, okay? But we can help so many more people with our vision, because you're here to show people, you're here because you like what we have and you want to share this with many other people. So the key to building a better world, a better business in Arbonne is sponsoring. And sometimes we forget about that along the way because we have our own internal issues and our hang-ups. We're not good enough. You know, when people knock you down and say, no, no, and they laugh at your dreams, at the beginning, we're not ready in our own personal development. And it's harsh, guys, and it hurts. And you feel horrible. And you need to know how to get over that, because that is reading your books. So the person you are here now will not be the person in 6 months, a year, 5 years, if you commit to doing your personal development. And Hetty Gifford, she is an ENVP. She gave me the keys to my white Mercedes in August 2013. And she showed us her diary and her thoughts and what she was thinking at the beginning as a consultant. And she said, I don't even know who that person is. Like, all she was interested in was getting on the X Factor and dancing. Dance, 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 dance. And then she wrote this accolade saying, well, I'm 20. She said, I have found as the years roll on, and she said, I'm only 25, by the way, and she's writing this in her Arbonne, why at the beginning. I have found in the years roll on that, unfortunately, dancing is not quite the potential I thought I might have investing in my lifetime success. And I cry before I phone my mother, and I cry when I'm on the phone to my mother, and I cry once I've talked to my mother just to keep giving me money because I have no money. And it was amazing. Now, this woman must be on at least £35,000 a month. And she was saying, I don't know who this person is 5 years ago. It was hilarious because she was open and brutally honest, and she bared her heart and soul with us on stage, because most of you were all starting off at that place, at that time. 10 years ago, if I thought if I could earn £1,000 a month in my Arbonne business, oh my God, that would be amazing, right? And then I earn that, and then you build and build, and you expand and your vision gets bigger. So Sarah Dunning and I sent her a picture of her in a question and answers group today. Now she's on the stage saying, so you guys here on the top 3%, and by the way, you guys are on this call tonight in our region is the top 3%. How would you like to earn that kind of money in 5 to 10 years time? Okay. Do you know how much that is, guys, for each of you right here on this call? That's £84,000 a month. Right? All of you on this call right now in 5 to 10 years time have the ability to earn that money. Yeah? How do we do that? How do we create that? Well, it's not going to be through a paid job for your skills. It's going to be that internal love and that internal power within. And your job is to empower other people. And if you're not sharing the business and you're not sharing the ability to be an entrepreneur and to give back, then you know what? Shame on you, because you deserve it for yourself and you deserve it to other people. There are other companies about to hit the UK who are in other multi-level marketing industries. And you know what? They're going to go fast and hard. And Ian Pritchard talked in this, and he said, be sure that you speak to the right people now. Okay, because they are born. Now, there was this beautiful girl, and I totally loved her, and she spoke like Carolyn McFarlane. And for you, all the new consultants on this call, guys, ENVP Caroline McFarlane is the most softest Scottish woman like you can ever imagine. Okay, and she speaks so gently, and you know, and I love Caroline McFarlane. And what this girl on the stage said, she said she wanted to go region. Okay, so she's area manager, and she's scared. And she goes to a GoPro event by Eric Worre, right? We talk about GoPro, and there's all these other companies, network marketing companies there. And what's happening is, if anyone's not unmute yourself, mute yourself. So I think Leslie, you're the last one, sweetie, with the sound coming back on your cleaning your beautiful apartment, and she has a beautiful cottage you can hire in the summertime, by the way. So thanks, Leslie. Okay, so she talked about. She said, when I went to GoPro, she said, I could tell the Arbonne consultants, the class act that we are. She said, because everybody was rushing to get into the hall, and that Arbonne consultant was opening the door. She said, somebody was very thirsty and they weren't feeling well. She said, I saw an Arbonne consultant stroking that person's back and giving her a bottle of water to drink from. She said, I was around people who, you know, in other companies, but I felt so proud to be an Arbonne consultant because of our heritage, our family-run business, you know, because of our product range, because of our belief, and because of the way that we are going to be the #1 company in the world that gives back money to charity. And Sarah Dunning told me, not this weekend, but she said to me before, she earns more in a month on her earnings from Arbonne is more than a yearly salary from when she taught in London. Yeah, at the Brit Academy, she earns more, and that one, her teaching salary is what she gives to Arbonne, to charity, every single month. Her teaching salary for the year is what she gives on a monthly basis to charity. Your job is to be the #1 version of you. Would you sponsor you? Are you your best consultant on your team? Right? So I want you to write some notes here. So get an empty piece of paper, a sheet of paper, A4, empty, and your pen. Okay, so this is your little checklist. So on the first line, put a little box. Okay, and the first question, this is about you being authentic and showing up in the world as you. I don't care, by the way, guys. We all have our little things going on there, but it's not for you to care too much what other people think of you. You have to care about yourself and love yourself, and people will love you for who you are, warts and all. So the first one I think I want you to write down is saying, who am I? Okay, so that's #1 line, who am I? Okay, underneath that, you can put another little box, okay, on the second line. And this is your next question, which is, what do I want? Okay, this is something that, this is your homework, okay? You're going to go back and really think about this. What do I want? Okay, then the third line is the little box, when, by. Okay, and the fourth line is the box again. It's like your tick box. What would that mean? Okay, so you're thinking along the lines of, who are you? What's your eye on Arbonne? When you guys go region, and if you're new on this call and consultant and your vision is just going district, or if you're district going area, whatever that is for you, who are you? Who do you show up in the world as? Love yourself for you. It's my biggest hope and dream, and if all of you can look in the mirror and at least say, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. Because if you don't love yourself, it's very difficult to share that love with other people. And people are looking for you for hope. Okay? Then the next one, so who do you turn up as? Okay? So who am I? It's really important. And write that down, you know? The next one, who do you want to, what do you want? What do you want? So remember, R1, we can fill those dreams for you. Do you know what it is you really, truly want? You know, and work that out. You know, for me, my vision was small at the beginning because that's where I was in my life at the start of R1. It was £1,000 a month. I really, really wanted that. And if that's your vision, write that down. Get really clear about who you are, what you want, where you're going, when by. Because if you're not putting a crystal clear message to the universe, it cannot give you what you want. If it's a murky, fogged up message, it's going to come back in a very kind of diluted way. So be very specific. You know, I talk about iridescent light all around us, yeah? But when you focus light, it becomes a laser beam, and that laser cuts through steel. Okay, that's what I want. I want definition and clarity and purpose and focus and drive. And then the fourth one is, what would that mean? Is it going on that holiday you've dreamed about, taking your children to Disney World? Is it quitting that crappy job? Yeah? That crappy, yeah, I see you, Angela Brunning. We're quitting you. You're an area manager in 6 months, my love. You're district manager this month, okay? What is it that you truly desire? Is it inspiration or desperation? Either one, I don't care, will get you there. Inspiration or desperation? Which one is floating your boat? Which one is going to charge and turbo booster you? Launchpad your success. Because you deserve it, guys. You deserve success. You are success. You beat over 8 million sperm to be the one to fertilize their egg, okay? So you mean business, okay? Let's not mess about on that one, right? Okay, so failure, aspiration, success, it's all wrapped up in one, okay? So you can't teach somebody something if they think they already know it. Understand that, okay? You can help people and guide people, but they have to ultimately be responsible for their own actions and their own decisions. Okay, get inspired, be excited. You know, when you're growing in your business and your life and in your mind, you have peace at mind. You know, it's beautiful when you take the action, because things just like organically start to happen around you and for you. Okay, because you're in that heartbeat of the universe, because you're being who you're meant to be, authentic, showing up as you, loving for who you are, making no excuses. Whatever your strengths are, go and work on those strengths, okay? And have a plan about that. And then, isn't it amazing? Success, small, big success, it doesn't really matter. You know, be grateful for your success and celebrate that. You know, have a Malteser moment. You know, have a box of Maltesers by your phone. You know, every time you make that really phone call and you're scared to do it, have a Mercedes moment. You know, like a Malteser moment. Maybe you don't eat so many Maltesers because it wouldn't be good if you're like a Arbonne consultant 30-day and you're like, I've just had 100,000 Mercedes moments today. Like Maltesers, it might not quite work out, but you get the gist of it, right? Okay, so who's keeping you inspired? Follow that leader that makes you buzz, right? Stuart Armfield was on that stage today, and oh my God, I was like, woo! You know, he's like, I'm gonna follow that leader who's going, who's coming with me? I've got your back. Come on, we're doing this together. We'll rock it out. Or you follow that leader who's like, yeah, you know, I'm just gonna try. Kind of like, you've got to get this thing going. You've got to get the excitement going, the passion. People will buy people. They buy you. Your vision has got to be bigger than your newest person in your team. You've always got to show them what they're worth. They don't know, you know, because this is another world, remember? And why are we getting paid? We're getting paid to inspire, to show people another way. We're not a skill set in a job. So reconnect your vision in a fun-filled way. Don't forget the fun. Okay, so many times we beat ourselves up. We're so tough on ourselves, right? Like, oh my God, I'm not a good enough mom, or, you know, oh my God, like I was, you know, I had to do this, I had to leave my kids, and, you know, or whatever's going on in your life, you know, just actually compliment yourself with good things, small or big, and understand that you are enough, and you know what, we're doing the best for what we have. So that's what the most important thing is that you're moving forward. Get your buzz back. And you know what? If people can't do it for themselves, guess what? They can't do it for you either in your team, right? So if people aren't having the ability to work themselves, they're not going to do it for you either. So understand that's okay. Help them until they're ready, okay? If your thinking is stinking, your team is shrinking. If your thinking is stinking, your team is shrinking, okay? So guess what? Dive into that personal growth. Your volume shifting personal growth will get you to where you want to go. And that means sponsoring, guys. That's your lifeblood. Sponsor up, okay? I want your vision to be so clear that your team can see it a mile away, all right? They're like, I'm going to follow her. She knows where she's going. That's where I want to be. I want to be, you know, in a success gang. Now, success and failure, if you think of positive mindset is a bucket of white paint, okay? And fear is a bucket of black paint, okay? Guess what? If you just take one drop of black paint, that's your fear and that's your negativity, and you put one drop in your bucket of white paint, that's gone gray on one drop of black. Just like that. And that's what's happening in your thought process, guys, in your mind patterns. So we want to keep our bucket of paint as white as possible. And how do we do that? How do you get that gray paint now? Because it's murky waters now. You're trudging. You've got fear. I'm not good enough. I'm ugly. I'm this. I'm that. You know, whatever that, I don't know enough. Whatever that is in your headspace, we want to get that white bucket to remain white. And how do you do that? How do you get back to the white? Plug into these trainings. They feed your vision. You be around people who have made it against all odds, right? When we're all the same here, all of us. So feed into this training. Go to the events. Go to your region training. Plug in. Copycat. Be where you want to be by showing up and being the best consultant on your team. Okay, talk to more people outside of Arbonne than inside of Arbonne. I know it's nice because you can talk to each other and you're like, oh my God, did you have that? Oh my God, I'm not the only one. Oh, thank God. No one showed up. La, 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 la. But you know what? Talking to people inside of Arbonne is not going to build you the business outside of Arbonne. In fact, outside of Arbonne is only the reason you can build a business. So you need to go talk to people outside of Arbonne, okay? Do not allow your lack of self-worth define you, all right? Courage is the only thing standing between you and success. And it's your mindset about getting there. So stop living your old story. Why do we keep doing that? We have this story going on in our head. Focus on what you are control of, and that's you. Your story is your council paycheck. Who cares about the pity party? Yeah, who cares that this, that, guys, that's the old. This is the new, the present. Defines who you become and what your story you create for your future, for your family and beyond. So stop the old story. We get caught up in that, the victim. Oh, you know, he did that, she said that. Forget that, all right? What are you avoiding simply because you think it's too uncomfortable to do? Because that means your growth is lacking. You have to step out that comfort zone, get uncomfortable to find the growth. And what is stopping you from achieving your greatness? So, you know, guess what? We have a gift. Okay, so Cassandra House, ENVP, they flew from Australia, was talking about your joy of just it. Okay, so guys, if you were going to be a doctor and you studied 6 years, 10 years to be a doctor, okay, you know after that time period you're going to be a doctor, you'll be a qualified doctor, right? The same in any profession outside of Arbonne, you know by taking the course that in so many years you will be qualified. Guess what? In Arbonne, you know after so many years of flying hours, you will be an ENVP. You will be if you're not a district yet, you will become a district or an area or a region or a national vice president. So enjoy the process and remember that it will happen. But also, what is stopping you if you've been in a place of position for a while and you feel that you need to move forward and you don't know why? What is that? What is that in here that's stopping you? So if all of you could imagine that right now, that block that you've got in your headspace, could you just put your hands out in front of me like this and do this with it? Hold it in your hand. Okay, just look at it. This is your block. This is the thing. This is the thing that's making you not go to the next level in Arbonne or it's making you find it difficult to talk to people about Arbonne, that's your stoppage, right? I want Nikki Marchand to undo her audio. And could you share with us right now, what's your block? What is the thing that's stopping you right now? It's there in front of you. What is it?
Before, during the day, obviously, it's not there anymore.
So what is it? What was it? What was it? Self-worth?
It was all that crap about not being worthy enough, you know.
Not worthy.
Yeah, not worthy.
Okay.
I'm not worthy of like this super flash car and like just like all these amazing people around me and like this whole like scene, because you just turn into like somebody that's really, you know, you got all this stuff going on and people following you and you know all that.
Okay, thank you. Right, keep that stuff in front of you guys. Hold on to it, right? It's not gone anywhere. You've still got your block. Claire, Slady, unmute yourself. What right now is that block? What is it that you do, that's stopping you right now from going to where you want to be?
Belief that I can have it, that I deserve it, anything more than what I've ever been.
Thank you. All right, thank you, darling. Thank you, that's good enough. Thank you. Sylvia, unblock yourself. What you got here right now? What is this?
I wanted more than ever, and I will have it.
So what, is there anything stopping you? What's the stuff here?
To be more open, and I think I'm open myself more because I've got more people now joining me.
Okay, so it's
and talking about the business, yeah.
Somewhere you've not been before, right? Being more open
Yes.
about this.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. Who else is there? Lucy, tell us your block, love.
Probably that I'm not capable.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Jackie, what's your block?
My partner.
Okay, thank you. I need to meet your partner because I love meeting people, because guess what? I always have the right answer. All right, thank you. Who else? Agata, none of you get out alive, by the way. What's your block here, my love?
My daytime job. I
Right.
need to get rid of it.
Get rid of it. Well, we need to work on that one. We're doing it right now. Michael's
Yeah.
iPad. Angela, what's your block? She's turned it around. She's like, unmute. Yes.
Is that it? Am I? Not knowing enough. At the moment, I don't know enough.
Okay, I like it. Good girl. Thank you. Anybody? Let me see. Who else can I see that?
Fiona, what's yours? What's yours? What's yours?
I'm not. I don't think I'm good enough. I'm not worthy enough. I don't think I'm good enough.
Same. It's all the same, isn't it?
Yeah. Andrea Walsh Phillips, what's yours?
I don't deserve it.
Yeah. Thank you, darling. Maria, you're so new, so you shouldn't really have one, but do you have a block, my love?
Yes, that I do deserve to be successful and liked at the same time.
Right, I like that. Successful people are not always liked, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've done something, haven't you? Okay. Marie,
what about Babs?
Yeah, birthday girl, do you want to share with us your block?
Mine's self-belief.
Self-belief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel I'm good enough. I want it, but I just don't feel, good enough.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Marie-Louise, you're kind of like the only one who's got video on left that I've not asked. Can you share?
What's the block for? Because I
What's your block stopping you from getting to where you want to be? What is the thing that you feel?
Well, at the moment, I guess just getting started. I just need to get started.
So doing work, right? Activity.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Leslie Lambert, thank you. Leslie Lambert, can you pop on, or are we just going to look at your... Oh, look, she's in. What's your block, my love?
I think it's probably letting people down.
Oh, Thank you. That's so sweet. See, that's you all over. Right, all of you holding this for a while. Anybody got like sore fingers? Good. Now I want you to do something.
What about Hayley?
Have we actually got anything physical in here? What is this? Is there anything in between our fingers right now? Nothing, is it? Let it go. There's nothing there. Nothing. Fear is false evidence appearing real. It doesn't exist. I love that, Babs. Let it go. There's nothing there. Why do we do this to ourselves? All of us. What you've got going on here defines every single part of your life. Every breath you take, every thought you think, it defines right now how you're showing up in the world. Your outside reflects your inside. And if you don't like what's going on the outside, we get to change it on the inside. But anything here, it's not even there. Take it out of here and put it there. And where is it? Well, it's nothing, is it? It's not tangible. It's stuff we make up on a continuous basis. Stuff we brought with us for a long time. That old story I was talking about. You've got to ditch the old story. It doesn't serve your purpose well. Okay, that doesn't define you. From right here, right now, let it go. You have a fresh start to create that life by design, the lifestyle choice that we all aspire to have, and that only one profession, one business in 10 years of my entire life I've lived on planet Earth that I know and I've seen with my own eyes has actually got the ability to change you and other people, and it's called Arbonne. The personal development, the culture, the mindset. I love that, Agatha. The way we help many people at these GoPro events. We stand out because we define what we choose to be. And that's a culture of men and women who are giving back more and more and more, who've huge humble hearts, humble servants who aspired to have success for not just ourselves, but every single body. You sponsor somebody in this team, you are responsible for them. You help them. Yeah, you show them everything we have, they can have it. But you've got to love yourself first, and you've got to understand that you are worthy of this life. You deserve success. Okay? And we're paid to inspire many, many people. Your words have the ability to influence the hundreds and thousands of lives, the ripple effect that you don't even know about. But you will. You'll find out in time. And I promise you, you'll feel elated through it. You'll never feel disappointed for saying yes. You always have an option. It's a decision, yes or no. Okay? Happy or sad. Early or late. Yeah? It's your decision. So what you decide, one decision, one choice, one feeling, one thought, one mindset at any time in your process is about you changing things. Okay? So read. I'm almost done. So, almost done. Where are we? We've got 5 minutes to go. Okay, so just remember, prepare for impact. Okay? Let's push yourself to the end of your limits in activity, and we're going back to driving the workforce, to driving yourself through, and the only way you're going to do that is by getting into activity, okay, and really working your business and trusting that this works, okay? So the best thing that Donna Johnson ever said about what we can achieve in this business, number one, is leading a balanced life. To aspire to have that, so number one, write this down, is to lead a balanced life. Okay. Number two is to have financial peace. Who doesn't want that? And number three is to make a difference. Okay. You make a difference by giving back. So refresh your why every time, every day in your life. Like you refresh your computer, you refresh your why. You refresh your story. Get a new story. Get a better story. Keep refreshing. Nothing stays the same in life, okay? You're growing or you're dying, rotting. Belief will take you to where you want to go. But you know what? have a clear message in your mind and a clear vision. Trade your expectation for your appreciation, okay? So make sure that when you look in the mirror, like I said, you have that love and gratitude, and let people know how much you care for them. We're here for a really short time. We don't say it enough. We don't make people appreciate it enough. Be genuine and honest, and when you give out, it's going to come back in buckets. Don't forget a good question. I love this. So we had, I'm going to wrap up. So Executive National Vice President Nicola Wills, brand new, said she was really not about Arbonne. She was one of these really like difficult women. And eventually she was asked one question. I love this. If you were to change your shampoo and conditioner and get paid for it, would you do it? How simple is that? How basic is that? So if you have somebody who's difficult right now and you're finding out the words aren't coming out right because you're brand new in this business and perhaps you don't feel professional enough, why not ask a question? Hey, can I ask you a question? If you were to get paid just to change your shampoo and conditioner, would you do it? That's nice. Okay, or how about somebody professional you're sponsoring or prospecting? You know, talk about having multiple sources of income. So, you know, you could say successful people have multiple streams of income, and you are successful, and I would love to share with you another stream of income to your portfolio of assets. So when you sponsor up those people who are really busy, have 1 or 2 jobs, right? Give them that gratitude and say, I know you're working a lot, you know, you work more than most, and you know, successful people, because you're looking for multiple streams of income. But can I share with you another stream? Right? That means you get paid when you're sleeping. Okay, that's a cool question, okay? Okay, so get over your story, refresh it every day, know what you've got and be committed. And only you defines you, okay? So really, how much we've almost done now, aren't we? Because I'm looking at your clock, Nikki. It's so handy you've got that clock. I've been looking at your clock the whole night. I hope that has made some sense to you guys. You know, I hope that you feel that, you know, that you can really see what this business is about. And all of you will be there next year at Area Manager Retreat because you all deserve to be there. I didn't really teach a skill set tonight, and we'll go on to doing that in the next couple of Zoom calls, I feel, because it's more being about the feeling, the company, the honor, the fact that you are an ambassador to yourself, number one, yeah, and to what we're doing. I'm going to let you go. We've got the next Zoom call. It is going to be highlights of the Area Manager Retreat, but you're going to hear probably everything, even though we were all in the same place. Everybody's going to bring different things to the table. So listen to that, write your notes, and so proud of all of you. Can't wait for your success and future in Arbonne, because just know we are the best show in town, and people are watching. Put on a magnificent show and go rock it out and love yourself for every single step of the way, because you are enough. All right. Mwah. Lots of love. Good night.
You are enough.
Thank you so much.
Lots of
Loved
love.
it.
You guys rock.
That's incredible.
Hi everyone. Absolutely fantastic.
Hi, Jackie.
See ya.